Tagovailoa mocked at number 5 to the Miami Dolphins, but I think I've heard you today saying that's not your expectation. You don't put trades in your mock draft. You think he'll go higher. Is that right?
Well, the 3 spot, Will, is the one that you would think if you want to move up, you could, because Detroit would not lose anything by moving from 3 to 5. By that, I mean they wouldn't lose Okudah and Simmons. One of those two would have to be there. They need help at corner, obviously, with Slay's trade. They need help there. And Simmons is a linebacker that is so versatile. You know you're going to get a lot out of him. And based on what Belichick did and what Patricia's done, versatile guys are something that they look at. So one of those two would be ideal in Detroit. And like I say, by moving them down from 3 to 5, you're assured one of those two. So if you get that offer, you'd be crazy to pass it up.
We often talk about the Miami Dolphins trading up for Tua, and you're referencing the number 5 pick. And I know you're saying it because Simmons or Okudah could mathematically still be there at that point. We don't, though, often mock or talk about the Chargers being the team that jumps up to 3 to go for Tua. We always do with the 5 slot, not the 6 slot. Why is that?
Well, the assumption that Miami is into Tua, but we had heard Miami loves Herbert. So, again, you can't discount Herbert in this equation, even though everybody would say, well, Love's right there. Well, I don't agree. I think Herbert's ahead of Love, Love coming out of Utah State. So Justin Herbert has been, in Mobile, practices, MVP. Game, MVP. They nailed the combine, nailed the pro day. What hasn't he done? He's a great kid. He's got all the tools. Was there something missing? Because you expected probably too much from him, okay? You expected him to be the number 1 overall pick. You expect him to be where Burrow is, but he's not. So, again, yes, the Chargers, if they like Herbert or they like Tua, they could move up to 3. So, again, it just depends upon, who they like. And we don't know that, who individual teams like. They may love Herbert and be okay with Tua. They may love Tua and just be okay with Herbert. We don't know that, but I do feel that Miami and the Chargers are going to end up with one of those quarterbacks after all is said and done.
And you said this morning, talking to Mel Kiper Jr. here on the Will Cain Show, you said on television you felt like whoever goes third, whether or not it's Herbert or Love, depending on if those teams love one of those quarterbacks more than the other, whoever then drops to 4th could see a bit of a drop. I know in your mock draft you have Jordan Love 4th and you have him going to the Patriots in the 20s in the draft. So do you think there will be, after those first 3 quarterbacks, whoever they are, there'll be then sort of a lag period in the middle of the draft? Is how you're feeling until that 4th guy's picked?
This is what I tried to do, Will. I sat here all day Sunday looking at, could Carolina take him? Well, no. Teddy Bridgewater, they got 2 years. They're into a lot of money. So, and they think Teddy Bridgewater reunite with Joe Brady is going to be their guy. So that would be stubborn if you're going to do that. Just say, well, no. In Jacksonville, I had heard from somebody, they're not, they're committed to Minshew. So you thought maybe Jacksonville at 9. I really, the most seriously, Will, thought about the Raiders at 12. That made tremendous sense. I didn't do it because of Mariota coming in, but when I sit here today, I wish I would have done that. Because I think when you look at the Raiders, they have that other first-round pick. They could address a position like wide receiver. They could take him. They have Mariota. You have Carr, and you see what happens.
What about the Colts looking for somebody to replace Phillip Rivers in a while? You think that's presumed to be Brissett, or they would look at the draft?
Well, I think with Rivers now in place, they don't have the 13th pick, or you could have done that. So that goes to San Francisco for DeForest Buckner. Right. That would have been the spot where you could have said, well, let's go with Jordan Love here. But I do think, Will, to go back to the Raiders, you have Carr. Carr is a guy, remember last year everybody saying, well, Kyler Murray could be the pick. Well, Kyler Murray went number 1, the Raiders couldn't take him. Okay, so they took Farrell, and they had those other 2 first-round picks. Carr has a good year. Everybody's defending him, but they go out and get Mariota. They want Mariota to compete with Carr. If Carr struggles, like happened, obviously with Mariota and Tannehill, Mariota could flip the script and become what Tannehill was. But the bottom line is, do you really feel that 2-3 years down the road you have a Super Bowl winning quarterback? They may feel, and John Gruden's always said to us in our meetings, I've never had a chance to draft a quarterback high. I want to have a chance. Well, he's got a chance. He's got 2 first-round picks. So if you take Love at 12, I can say you come back at 19 with a T. Higgins, wide receiver Clemson, or maybe a Denzel Mims, wide receiver Baylor, or Justin Jefferson, wide receiver LSU, or maybe you take the corner C.J. Henderson from Florida if he happens to still be there. Bottom line is you still have another pick, and you got a lot of picks in this draft. In the 3rd round, they got 3/3. They got a lot of opportunities in this draft to fortify the talent base. I think the Raiders at 12 is, I would say, common sense, Will, would tell you it's got to be a discussion about either Jordan Love or Justin Herbert, whatever quarterback drops to them.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.